It's the 23rd of February, and I'm annoyed at you.
Okay, I'm about to take it. I'm sat on my throne.
I think you've been doing so well this year, and you've done such wonderful work that you're making me look bad.
Wow. What makes you say that?
Because I want you to fail. It's the 23rd of February. It's a short one today from our friend Curly Marcus,
Curly Chops.
Marcus Aurelius. You shouldn't give circumstances the power to rouse anger, for they don't care at all.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah, and there's some beautiful Stoic quotes that probably we might be able to have a bit of a quote of it. The one it reminds me of is the one about getting into the boxing ring and expecting not to get punched in the face.
Yeah, the boxer doesn't get into the boxing ring and complain when he gets punched in the face because he accepts the rules of the engagement.
Accepts the rules of
I'm
life.
going to get punched. But where in life it can go wrong, certainly where it can go wrong in sales, is you're taking punches and thinking, but hold on a second, I didn't agree to these rules. I'm supposed to just succeed, aren't I?
Yeah.
What's going on? And I think it's the old adage of no man enters the same river twice. Do you know that one?
Go on, do it for me.
No man enters the same river twice, because it's not the same river, it's not the same man.
Yeah, it's similar to the broom.
Yeah.
You change the broom head, you change the broom handle. It's never the same broom.
Exactly. Jim Carrey's got this great speech that he gives at a university somewhere in America. It's like a graduation ceremony. And he's talking about how there's a belief, perhaps early on in your life, that life's happening to you. You're the center of your own universe and you feel like everything's personal, both the good and the bad, but you feel like it's all happening to you. And then he talks about how I got to a point in my life where I felt like, actually, no, it's happening for me and there's opportunities. But the Stoics would probably say life's just happening. Regardless of you, the river continues to run. And I think there is that Stoic quote of life is a river and at some point you're going to get taken out.
Yeah.
But it carries on flowing before you and after you. So in a sales setting, it might be the prospects decided to go with someone else, or we agreed that meeting but they didn't show up, because life has continued without you. You're not the most important part of someone's day. And salespeople, if they're doing the work properly, not only are forgettable, but probably should be forgettable as well. It isn't about you. Life continues with or without you.
Have you ever experienced Sonder?
Sonder,
Do you know Sonder? Sonder?
Is that the realization that everyone has a life outside of you?
Yes, exactly. So you're not the main character. You are in your life. It is the Zach Thompson show.
Yes,
and
it
I'd
is.
like to think I'm a supporting lead in this episode.
Yeah, you
but
certainly are.
there are extras all around. And when you go to Tesco and you get your sushi, there's hundreds of extras. But actually, they're also the main character in their own life. Thank you, Tesco's. And that makes me think about like the sales setting, because it can be quite an overwhelming feeling that like it's not all about you, in the opposite words of McFly. But what we see is somebody will go, I can't call them back. I called that person once before. They're going to be mad. You think that people are going to remember you. And when you go back, I had a brilliant conversation with him 4 months ago, and you see it in your diary and you know, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, you'll have to remind me. But it was a dead cert. They sounded so into it in that moment, and they've forgotten about you because you're not the main character.
Exactly. We had a guy who was doing a bit of training with us, remember, and he was saying that I call this guy back every month, and every month he tells me, no, it's looking like next month now. Because that guy's lives continue without you, but he's probably just being very polite. So I actually go back to him and say, if I just put this down as a no and didn't chase you, what would you tell me?
Yeah.
And he went, yeah, that's probably wise to do, and I'll just get back to you if and when we're ready. So in his mind, something that was certain, he's the main character, he's definitely on that guy's mind. When he actually took himself out of it and realised he wasn't, there was no interest there anyway.
Yeah. And as salespeople, all you want is, you don't want a pipeline full of hope. You want yeses and nos. And the no's will sometimes come back to surprise you and turn into yeses. But at least that you've been in control and you've said, I'm confident moving forward that this goes into the pipeline because there are some next steps attached to this. There's no hope in there, baby. I've been Jack Frimson.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Sven, Goran Eriksson.